Hi, grade 6. This is a math video for page 187, 188, problem numbers 37 through 66. You are getting ready for a practice test and a test. And let's see if we can go through certain problems in this section and help you on your way to remembering how to do this stuff. Let's start with the first section of 37 through 42. I think I'll do, how about 38? Number 38. Number 38 says that I got a dry pen. Arrgh. What did I do with my good pen? Let's try this one. Hopefully it's better. 38. The problem says 6x minus 4 equals 20. Hey, you notice what this is? This is one of those two-step problems because that's probably going to have 5 layers to it, right? Let's start by making a couple of equal signs. We're going to rewrite the problem, but we're going to leave a space. Are we going to get rid of the 6 or the 4 first? Hopefully you know that you got to get rid of the subtracting of 4 first. By adding 4 to both sides, gives me 24 equaling 6x. Then a couple other equal signs. Rewrite the problem, but leave some space. What's the opposite of multiplying by 6? Dividing by 6. And we get an x value of 4. Okay? How do you feel about that problem? Hopefully it makes sense. Okay, we're going to jump down to 44 through 53. I might do 2 problems in this section, 44 to 53. Let's start with 44 that says x plus 3 is less than 8. The directions say to solve the inequality and then graph it. Solve and graph. So you got 2 things to do here. Okay, let's write the inequality twice. Let's rewrite the problem but leave a space. What's the opposite of adding 3? Subtracting 3. X is less than 5. And now we got to graph it, right? Now we got to graph it. We're going to put an open circle at 5. How do I know it's an open circle? Well, I know it's an open circle because I use open circles for less than or greater than, and I use filled in circles for less than or equals to, and for greater than or equals to. So this is an open circle. Now, I then think to myself, what number could I put right here that would make this true? What number is smaller than 5? Isn't that the left-hand side of this equation? Actually, inequality? Yes. So therefore, we're going to shade the left side. And that's what they want for number 44. Okay. How about, let's do 53. 53. T minus 10 greater than or equals to negative 8. And this is problem 53. Okay. Let's write the inequality symbol twice. Let's write the problem out, but leave a space. What's the opposite of subtracting 10? How about adding 10 to both sides? Over here, we get a positive 2, and over here, we get a t value. Oh, almost lost you there off the screen. Now we got to graph it. Put a dot at 2. What kind of dot? With that kind of situation where it's greater than or equals, that's going to be a filled in circle. Second question. What number would be greater than 2? What number could we put here that would be greater than 2? Isn't that the 3? So we're going to shade this time the right-hand side of the equation. Take our time, shade it, shade it, shade it. Done! So that's problem 53. Okay, let's go to the next page. Uh-oh, they want us to graph equations. Guess what that means? That means making tables. Yeah. Okay, let's do the first one, 54. Let's do the first one, 54. Now, if you want, you can grab craft paper for this, or you can choose to do it the way I'm going to do it. We've got 54, y equals x plus 5. 54, y equals x plus 5. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to choose some values of x. I'm going to make them very simple. I'm going to make them -1, 0, and 1. I'm just picking 3. I'm going to write my x plus 5 here. I'm going to write my y here. I'm going to replace the x with -1. Then I'm going to replace the x with 0. And then I'm going to replace the x with this 1. Then I'm going to solve all of these. 6, 5, 4. And now I've done enough that I can graph. I got to make sure I've got x values of this type and y values of this type. So I might need to start a little bit lower so I can get all the way up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's enough. And I need -1 and I need +1. Okay, so -1, 4. Where would that be? That would be right about here, wouldn't it? -1, +4. And 0, 5, that would be right here, 0, 5. And 1, 6 would be right about there, 1, 6. And did we get a straight line? We sure did. And let's put some cute little arrowheads there, cute little arrowheads there, there, there. And that pretty much does it. That pretty much does it. That's 54. Now, let's move. Whoop, I'm sorry. Anybody else need to look at that? I don't know. 54, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's go on to 55. 55 says y equals x minus 4. Y equals x minus 4. Y equals x minus 4. Problem 55. Okay, so create some x values. I'm going to write the x minus 4 here. I'm going to write a y there. What are my x values going to be? I want to make this pretty easy on myself. How about what would make it be easy for x minus 4? Well, definitely 4. What if I use 5 and 6? Yeah, those are all easy numbers to work with. 4 minus 4, 5 minus 4, 6 minus 4, 0, 1, 2. Boy. Okay, now, how do we graph this, though? Well, we're going to have to go all the way out to 6 on the x-axis, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And my y-axis, I have to at least go up to 2, right? There we go. That's at least 2. 4, 0, where would that be? 4, 0, that would be right there. 5, 1 would be right there. And 6, 2, well, that would be right there, wouldn't it? Put a cute little line through it. Arrowheads, 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 arrowheads. There we go. That's 55. That's 55. Okay. Now, please note, you are allowed to skip 57 and 59. You are allowed to skip 57 and 59. So write that down. I am allowed to skip 57 and 59, whatever. Okay. Let's jump down to the slope problems at the bottom of the page. Do you remember how to find slope? I hope you do. Hope you do. Let's go over here to a graph and let's see if we can figure out how to find slope again. Problem 63, -2, -2. Well, that would be right here, -2, -2. And problem 63, -1, +2, that'd be way up here. If I have a line going through these two dots, there's two ways you can find this, right? There's the rise over run method, and there's also that second y minus the first y over second x minus the first x method for finding slope, right? So let's do them both. To get from this line all the way up to this line, how far do I have to rise? How far do I have to rise? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Starting here, starting down here, I got to rise 1, 2, 3, 4 levels. And how far do I have to run to get from here over to here? How far am I running? I'm going from -2 to -1. That's a run of 1, isn't it? And so that's a slope of 4. Slope of 4. Okay, let's do it the other method. The other method. This dot is -2, -2. And this dot way up here is -1, 2. Remember what I said? You always start with the dot on the left. Start with the dot on the left. So, if this is my dot on the left and this is my dot on the right, where's my second y? Isn't this my second y right here, the number 2? Where's my first y? Isn't that my first y? Where's my second x? Right here, -1. Where's my first x? -2. Now we got these weird subtraction problems. 2 minus a -2 is really 2 plus 2, or 4. And -1 minus 2, or minus a -2, is really -1 plus a +2, which is +1, which is a slope of 4, which matches what we've already got with the previous formula. Hopefully that reminds you of slope. Thank you. Hope you have questions to ask.